everybody, welcome back to another video. As you can see by the title, today I'm going to be talking about one mistake that you can make while dating, and that is the mistake of being too giving. I do want to make like a series out of this, so this will be mistake one. These mistakes will be things that I've made mistakes on in the past, so I hope it'll be interesting and relatable in some way to you. So without further ado, let's just get into mistake one. The first mistake is giving too much. And I know what you may be thinking. You may be thinking,
Becca, isn't it good to be a giving and generous person in any relationship?
and the answer is yes. I think being a giving person is good, but it should not come at the expense of you becoming bitter and resentful because your partner does not give as much as you do. For myself, due to some trauma that I experienced during childhood, I have this deep tendency to want affirmation and love from people to the point where I can become an extreme people pleaser at the expense of myself. In my past relationships, this meant that I've always tried to go above and beyond to accommodate my partners, even when I didn't want to or it was very inconvenient for me. The dangerous thing about this trait of giving so much is that when you first start doing this, you often genuinely just start off because you are naturally caring and you genuinely are caring for people. However, if it is not reciprocated at the level you give or just not returned at all, you may not only end up growing exhausted and resentful, but also put a huge burden on your partner to give back the way that you give to. And this burden may eventually even cause people to leave you. So what is the healthiest thing for you to do if you have this tendency? Well, I think you need to take a step back from giving to others and give to yourself first. Because at the end of the day, no one else is responsible for your self-worth than you are. You need to be the one that chooses to give less. You need to be the one that learns to express your needs, stand up for yourself, and even walk away if you don't see that your partner is good for you. Some more practical things that you can do is, number one is whenever you feel the urge to do something for your partner, stop and respect yourself enough to ask yourself first, do I really want to do this? And do I want to do it to the point where I truly will not expect anything back from my partner? If the answer is yes, then do it. And really don't expect anything back in return. And if it's a no, don't do it and learn to control the urge to overly give and people please. The second thing that you can do is recognize that people give and receive love in different ways. Like your partner could actually be the most loving person in the world, but if they don't love you in a way that speaks to the way that you receive love, then no matter how much love they give, you would probably never realize that they are actually being loving to you. So for both of you guys, have a conversation to figure out what your love languages are and make an effort to love each other in that way. Also figure out how you guys naturally give love so you guys can both recognize the effort your partner is making to express love, even if you don't necessarily feel the most love through that way. Third thing is practice expressing your needs and advocating for your preferences too. If you want sushi, express it. If you don't want to drive that day because you're too tired or whatever, then ask your partner to drive. If you want to stay home and rest, then stay home and rest. Obviously, this can't be one-sided, and the most healthiest dynamic is for both to accommodate and put one another first, because it can't all just be one-sided. For example, I'm so thankful that Peter is actually a very naturally giving person too, because when I give to him, I actually don't get tired because it is very well reciprocated, and we both make the effort to express love to each other and thank each other daily. And if your partner really cares about you, they will not want you to be the only one that is constantly accommodating for them. So give them opportunities to love you too, instead of taking all those opportunities into your own hands and being responsible for them. The last thing that I want to recommend is take the Enneagram Test. This test has helped me put into words everything I was feeling when I was deep into unhealthy giver mode, and helped me to figure out my personality and helped me to see what I'm like when I'm a healthy version of myself and what I'm like when I'm an unhealthy version of myself. When I first read it, it was actually very difficult for me to accept, and I actually felt so much shame about it. But now I can see that it's just been so helpful in my life because it helped me to set boundaries for myself for my own heart, to protect my relationships. And I believe that it can help yours too, so I'll link it down below. Becoming a healthy giver is not something that is going to happen overnight. It's always a work in progress, but you can get there and even meet a partner who really understands your tendency and works with you to create a dynamic where you guys are giving to one another, appreciating one another, putting one another first instead of it all just being one-sided. I hope this video was very informative, and I hope that it can help you learn to love yourself first so that you can genuinely love others in a healthy way. All right, so thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time with episode 2. Bye.